Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to talk about how to use conditional view in Omniscripts of Omnistudio. So this is a very useful feature. So before get started, please like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. So I'll be creating a new Omniscript first. So I'll be providing the name like conditional rendering Omniscript OS, and the language is by default English, and I'll be just typing the type as condition and subtype as rendering, and it is enabled for LWC so that we can just embed any kind of custom Lightning Web components in the Omniscripts. And so one step element is there, so I'll be just adding one simple number input. So I'll be search for number from the build, and from the inputs panel I can just drag and drop this number input. So I'll be just providing the API name for this element like enter number, and let me just provide the label as enter a number. So in here and it should be like required. And so in this text in this number field data type, so user will provide any number, and based on that number I'll be just providing a text. Let me just add a text block in here and display. So under the display panel we can just find this text block. So this is basically we can just show data JSON elements in the UI level. So I'm I'm just doing a simple use case like the user will provide any number in this field, and the number what the user has provided will be shown into this text block, and that will be like conditional rendering. I will be just adding this conditional view for that one. So before that, let me just add the expression like int the entered number is I just need to provide the enter number. So enter number is nothing but the API name of the number input field, and this needs to be in the march syntax, that is within the percentage format way. So we can just see the number the user provided in that number field. So and I'll be making it a conditional view. So that means whenever if the user has provided the number, then only this text block will be shown. So this line, the entered number is this line will be shown only if the user has entered some kind of number. So I'll be just in the conditional type, we have this show element if true. So and on clicking on this view condition, we can just add different kind of conditions. So there are type like any conditions means we can just add and or something, those operator we can just add. So we can add group. I'll be discussing all those scenarios later. So as of now, just let me add the condition like this condition needs to be met like enter number. There are these are the operators are there like equal to, doesn't equal to. So I'll be just taking this doesn't equal to null. So I'm not providing any value, so this should be treated as null. So let me just save this one. So and we can see that this condition will be shown in the like a blue eye icon. We can just yellow eye icon we can just see. So only if user has entered a number, then only we can just see this text. So let me just preview this one quickly. And in the first appearance, we can't see this text block, right? So since the enter number field is blank, so let me just add a random number 1000, and on just clicking the number, on entering the number into this field, we can just see this text block. So this is how this conditional view works actually in Omniscript. So this is a sample, this is the example one, and let me just show you another example quickly. So I have already created another Omniscript in which I have already implemented a type ahead functionality, so with which we can just search an account. So I have created several tutorials on this type ahead and its type ahead element and its different kind of configurations. So I will be adding that tutorial link in this video YouTube video description as well. So let me just preview this one quickly before updating or enhancing this Omniscript for the conditional rendering. So in here we can see that this account search type ahead we can see, and in here I can just search for any account in this Salesforce and we can find all the respective accounts from the Salesforce system in here. And if I just select this any account one, like I am selecting this Acme account, and on clicking on this, so this field will be automatically populated, and this is the like account ID, this is the account name, and this is the account industry. And since this type ahead is in the edit mode, that is why we can just see different fields that I added into this type ahead element. And let me just show you this data mapper quickly. So this is a data mapper extract, like that is how we can just fetch the account records from the Salesforce based on a name key. And if I just open this data mapper one quickly, and I can just show you, like this is an interface type like extract, which is basically extracting records from the Salesforce, and based on this name key is nothing but the value the user is typing. So based on each and every keystroke the user provided into that type ahead search, based on that keystroke letters, this like operator so this SOQL will be executed in the backend, and we can just see these different fields that I have added in the map of this data mapper. So I have discussed all those in that tutorial that I'll add in this YouTube video description for the type ahead tutorials. Now let me just enhance this Omniscript for the conditional view, and let me from the build, let me just add a radio element. So in the inputs I can just drag and drop this radio element like radio, and let me just provide the API name of the element. So and there should be we can there should be some consideration like this name. So this is like API name, so this unique identifier for the element names cannot contain spaces and must be unique in an Omniscript. So we can't provide the spaces into this element, so there will be no errors, but there will be issues while we are just executing the Omniscript, like we are calling some different actions in here, like calling a integration procedure or any expression set, so that space will definitely occur issues. So please remember, we should not add any spaces in the name of these elements of the Omniscript. So and this element name should always be unique. And let me just provide the name as um, search search account, and label like search or create an account. Or let me add the name like select below. And let me just add it as required. And there are different modes we can just select, like as of now by default it's vertical mode, and we can just select this horizontal view as well. There are different views we can just consider. Button group, these are the different views we can just choose. Let me just select this vertical only. And the option source we can use custom manual subject. Let me just use this manual as of now, and let me just provide these values. Like on clicking on this add new option, we can just add different values for this radio button, radio element. So let me just add like search an account. Let me add this one like same. And the second, let me add another option like create an account. So basically what I am doing, I'll be just adding one radio element in which I'm asking for user to select an option, like user can select searching by searching an account, or user can directly create an account. So these are the two from these two options, user can select either of them, and based on that, this type head should be populated, like, right. So this is for the account search functionality. So I'll be adding this conditional view for this one, and for this radio element, radio properties, we can just add controlling fields as well. Means controlling fields we can add, like based on a particular field, we can like dependent pick list kind of stuffs we can do in here. I'll be discussing that later as well. So let me just add conditional view this for this type head. So whenever this radio element value is search an account, then only this type ahead block will be shown, right? So let me, from this type ahead block, let me just search for this conditional view, and show element if true is the condition type, and on clicking on this view condition show element if true, I need to just search for the element name of the radio. So this is the element name of the radio element, and this needs to be equal to this search an account. So whenever this is equal to search an account, then only the type ahead block will be shown. And in here we can just see this yellow eye icon in here, in which we can just see the conditions. So we are good with the conditional configuration view configuration addition in this Omniscript, and let me just review this one quickly. So at first we can't see any value, like on clicking on this create an account, we can't see that type head block, but on clicking on this search an account, we can see this type head. So this is how we can just configure this type head, configure this conditional view in the Omniscript very simple way. So I'll be adding more tutorials on these different use cases of Omniscript and Salesforce. So please like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you.